Men can be extremely deceitful and toxic. I say this because I was a cheater and liar for 20 years, so I know the destructive signs. In relation to the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case, I will be discussing 3 signs of a deceitful man. If you're a man and currently struggling with honesty and integrity, I encourage you to get help. And if you're a woman who's currently dating a man who's deceitful, my hope is that you know your worth and recognize that you deserve better. The first sign that a man is deceitful is highly defensive. He may easily think that if he continues to deny the allegations, it ceases to exist. Everything is okay in his world because in his mind, he's doing nothing wrong. When you press him about his actions, all defense mechanisms rise. This is a dangerous trait and most common amongst guys who are hiding something. We can see that Brian is withholding valuable information due to his unwillingness to come forward. I'm sure that this is not the first time that he's withheld information from his loved ones and especially his former girlfriend Gabby. Men who are deceitful can also easily turn their defensiveness into outright anger. Reacting to the other person rather than being introspective is what he's comfortable with. Passive aggressiveness can also play into the deceitful man's defense mechanisms. Quickly changing the subject is the goal. This is a critical sign because this man does not know how to verbalize his feelings in a healthy way. The second sign of a deceitful man is being vague and indirect. During my unhealthy phase, I intentionally left out valuable details because I did not want to face the truth of my toxic actions. Lying by omission and telling half-truths is a mode of operation for many deceitful men. There's not a single time when these men are actively trying to live a transparent life because they have conditioned themselves to live a lie. I honestly believe that Brian was extremely vague and indirect with some of his answers about the altercation that took place between him and Gabby once they were pulled over by the police. Something suspicious seemed to be going on with him that did not sit right with me. I'm saying this because he seemed to display a lot of the same mannerisms that I displayed during my unhealthy days. The indirectness can also be in the form of asking a question directly after you're confronted. For example, a man's partner or spouse could be suspicious of him lying or being unfaithful and ask him directly if he's being deceitful. As a response, he could ask, "Am I being deceitful? What do you mean? Or what makes you think that I would ever do something like that?" If you've expressed this before in your relationship, then it's pretty clear that he's being deceitful. The third sign of a deceitful man is when his actions don't align with his words. He's constantly making vows and promises that he can't keep. Simply put, he says one thing and does the opposite. Your history with him is plagued with empty promises and letdowns. This was myself at one point. I told women what they wanted to hear just to take advantage of the situation. I firmly believe that Brian told Gabby what she wanted to hear, yet his actions were completely opposite. Many men have an issue with low self-esteem and a false sense of pride. This is one reason why they become cunning and deceitful. They are unable to be transparent and don't have a sense of direction because of their inability to feel. When an internal or external threat comes their way, these men tend to run at a moment's notice. We can clearly see that Brian has done just that. He has chosen to run and is not willing to face the consequences of his actions. Deception has now become his motive, in which he is willing to do anything not to get caught. So let's hear from you. Are you currently in a relationship with a deceitful man? If so, what's the reason for you staying? What advice would you give to someone else who may find themselves going down this path of destruction? Let me know in the comments below. In addition, I've extended a free 1-hour coaching session to anyone who's needing to experience a breakthrough in their lives or in their relationship. Email me directly at lifecoachjscott@gmail.com. Again, let's all keep the family of Gabby in our thoughts and prayers. Until next time, be safe and take care.